Hello lovelies, it's Lex, and I haven't done a speed build starter in a pretty long time actually, so I figured I would do one today. So it ends up being kind of like a modern style, which is, I've been into those as starter homes for a while. I have a whole series of them called like Mod Squad starter houses, where they're all kind of similar, but they're a little bit different slightly. So they all kind of have like a similar structure to them, a slightly similar layout, but they're all pretty different inside. Some of them are like color coordinated, and then other ones are just shaped slightly different. But I don't know, I really like to do modern, like semi-modern looking houses for starters, since they're usually a lot more like sleek and more plain. It's easier to do them, I think, because you end up not spending as much money on the outside, since it's usually just like the one kind of roof pattern, and maybe they have a deck, but sometimes they don't, so they're a little bit easier. Just going in and doing some windows here. I tend to use just really plain windows in these houses, so it's just like a very like normal, boring single paned kind of window for these to let more light in. And then I usually do the angled roof for these as well. But we have a couple different windows going on. I have the real tall ones, real small square ones in the two bathrooms, and then the slightly larger rectangular ones, just kind of to like break up the roof a little bit. And then I have one in the kitchen and one in the living room. Thrown on our last bit of roof here, and then I am gonna end up doing the like metal looking roof, just because it's a little bit more plain, and then I put a black border around all of our roof pieces. I really like this wood paneling for the outside of houses. I don't think it's supposed to be used for the outside of houses, but I don't know, I really like it on the outside of homes where I know that I'm gonna have the house be just all one color on the outside. I like to use those. I just have the plain white wood in the upstairs, which ends up being just like a larger kind of bedroom, and then the downstairs is all wood except for the two bathrooms, which are like a stone tile kind of thing going on. Both the bathrooms are a white and tile, and then the rest of the house is all a really dark navy blue. The two bathrooms are very simple, nothing crazy going on. It's just toilet, sink, and then the other one has toilet, sink, shower, and since it's a starter, they are the poorest quality of everything. Kitchen is the same. It's the worst fridge and the worst stove, but obviously, you're going to be upgrading this. This is a starter. So we have our sink and then just two little island counter seats, so there's definitely room for the Sims to still be able to like cook things and whatever, but there's also space to sit down and eat as well. Bedroom is, like I said, very, very, very minimal, just the bed and the little side table, and then later on I end up putting an easel up there. This house is, I consider it a pretty nice starter house. There's a lot of things in here skill item wise that we'll end up putting in a little bit later point here, but there's a lot of skill items in this house. So if you weren't totally sure what career you wanted your have to sim, what you want your sim to do career wise when you've made them, this is a pretty good starting point for them, I feel, because there's things with cooking. There is a computer, there is the TV, there is a bookshelf. I do put in a yoga mat, and there's an easel as well, and a grill. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here, and the house isn't that expensive, so there's still money left over if you wanted to add a guitar or add any other certain skill items. There's definitely money left over for you to do that. The last thing we're going to be doing is putting in a little bit of landscaping, and then I'm going to add a border onto that upper roof portion where like that upper deck is. But that's about it. Have a really great rest of your day, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. Let me know how your day is going down in the comments, and I will see everybody next time.